Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will present about my video. My video title is a light sensor. First of all, I will talking about Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor and businessman who has been described as America's greatest inventor. He developed many devices that greatly influenced life around the world, including phonograph, the motion picture camera, and the long-lasting practical electrical light bulb. One of the first inventors to apply the principle of mass production and large-scale teamwork to the process of invention, and is often credited with the creation of the first industry research laboratory. Since then, electrical light has become one of the everyday conveniences that affect most of our life. The important light is what we know. Light is a life. We cannot imagine our life without a light. It is the most important factor that influences the way life evolves on Earth. From photosynthesis, which is responsible for making food in plants, to the beautiful world we see and to meeting our energy requirement. Besides that, since the inception of the first optosensor, the device have gradually found their place in commercial and industry application, but their adoption was limited to the size, cost and overall performance. Electro-optical sensors are electronic detectors that convert light or change light into an electronic signal. They are used in many industry and consumer applications. For example, lamps that turn on automatically in response to darkness, position sensor that active when an object interrupt a light beam, flash detection to synchronize one photographic flash to another, and lastly, photoelectric sensor that detect the distance, absence or presence of an object. This has changed over the last decade, with tremendous strides being made in performance, integration and cost improvement of light sensor, along with their proliferation into high-volume consumer application. The objective that we can obtain to construct simple light detector that turn on an LED when light present, to learn on how to construct a circuit drawing using schematic drawing software, to practically design a circuit using simulation. Theoretical explanation. Strip board, 8-pin socket, battery 9V, light dependent resistor, preset 10K, transistor, battery clip, red LED, LM741, 330 ohm resistor, 10K ohm resistor, 1K ohm resistor. This is our circuit. Result and analysis that we calculated from point and point. The data obtained is from simulation. From the data above, we know that voltage and current across the transistor from node C is 8.997 volts and 5.30 Pascal. Current and voltage through the node B is negative 928.8 voltage and negative 1.776 farad. Meanwhile, current and voltage through the node B is 37.16 voltage and negative 5.358 Pascal. From resistor 1, the current 810.5 are entering from the node A will produce 8.997 volt. It continues to flow to LDR with 8.187 voltage producing 810.5 A. That's a current. Potentiometer will act as a voltage divider supplying 8.106 voltage to the positive terminal of operational amplifier LM741. The operation amplifier will compare the current of both terminal and supplying high output at the node out, 928.8 voltage following to the base of the transistor. The transistor will then switch on and letting higher amount of voltage, 37.16 voltage, flow to the LED through collector. LED resists the voltage and start to glow. This is the current flow. The current flow will flow from the source across resistor R1 to LDR. So when LDR sends light, it will increase the resistance of the LDR. So when LDR sense the presence of light, the resistance of LDR decrease, letting the current flow through it to the operational amplifier. In the other way, when the light is absent, the current is unable to flow across LDR due to the high resistance. LCLM741 is an operational amplifier, work as comparator, which compare the inverting and non-inverting signal. So when the presence of light, resistance of LDR decrease, the current at the positive terminal will increase, higher than the current at negative terminal. Thus, higher output current will be produced. When the base of our transistor BC547A receives sufficient amount of the voltage, it allows a large current flow from the collector into the emitter. Finally, LED receives sufficient of current and start to glow, indicating the presence of light.
Action.
Hi, thank you for enjoying my video. The conclusion that we can get from this circuit and from our video as a conclusion for this project is we are able to apply our knowledge to make this circuit succeed in operation. Through this project, we knowledge a few software such to do a simulation. One is a latex. Our master teach us. As a concern, we are rich with the technologies that lead us to use big amount of electrical source. So as for human, we need to know the simulation of electrical source that have nowadays. When it's come from now that we realize reducing or consuming. And lastly, I want to say to you, we believe that our idea are able to contribute some effort regarding decreasing energy and light wastage. We should have aware the pollution are increasingly seriously problem happening over the global. That's all from me. Thank you for enjoying.